Yes. Cheers. 50 bucks each picture, each foot.
Each toe.
But I can't imagine my parents paying $500, $600, $700 for a dress. Fuck.
It's a lot.
Ooh. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Edna, and today I'm gonna be filming a mukbang with the beautiful, gorgeous, fabulous Normita.
Hi.
You guys, this is Norma. We were college roomies, and now we're kind of neighbors, dude.
Yeah,
we're out here living the best East Side life. But yeah, you know what's funny? Like, we actually lived 2 miles away from each other ever since we were like kids, like really young. But I went to Overfall and she went to Mount Pregnant.
Yeah, we went to rival high schools.
Did you hear me? I said
I recall that.
But then now that we moved like right behind Mount Pleasant, like we're somos vecinas, which is fucking crazy. But let me tell you what we're eating. Oh wait, do you want to tell them?
We're eating keto shrimp tacos, or just shrimp tacos, but with the jicama wrap.
Yes,
They're
so
healthy and wings.
And so I'm not, it is super healthy. I'm not on keto anymore, pero you know, we're trying to fit into that dress. So we're still doing low carb, and it's almost so low carb that it's almost keto. But you know, ahí vamos. And then we also got some wine.
Cheers.
Cheers. Dude, I haven't drank in forever, so watch me get tipsy. But of course, we also got our Canada Dry, toda la cosa. So and some tea. This is the best shit. You know que hago? Le echo limón adentro.
Yeah.
And that shit's bomb. Norma and I are gonna become entrepreneurs and like do our little things. So we're gonna talk about that. Stay tuned. But I also wanted to talk to you about, I'm a madrina for a quinceañera. So I wanted to talk to you about quinceañeras and weddings and how much people spend. And when we were younger, like our thoughts on that. And now that we're older, because back in the day, dude, and we'll talk about it more in detail, but I would have spent so much money on a wedding, and now I'm like, because la gente habla. So, and now that I'm older, I get it, you know, because I'm like, I'm still down to spend a bunch of money, because soy gastona, but I think I want to spend it on a honeymoon, you get me? Or like, let's take all the girls, like, let's go on a bachelorette, that's like super fucking fun, you get me? And then a smaller wedding. But have you been a madrina for a quinceañera? Oh, you guys actually just had that quinceañera. Normita me invitó a esa quinceañera. Something happened.
I think it was Gerardo's birthday.
Oh, it was Gerardo's. Look at Gerardo always ruining our shit.
Fuck you, Gerardo. I love you, Gerardo.
You know what's funny? So
I'm just mad because he doesn't invite me.
He doesn't invite us to anything. He's out here and like going to the rancho with his sister and tienen caballos y toda la cosa.
I'm always out.
And then I never go anywhere either. But tell me why Geraldo and our friend Carlos and now my brother did I tell you Jose's moving to Campbell?
Oh really?
Yes, all the ghetto ass men are leaving San Jose.
But he's the one that's the teacher, right?
Yes, he says Josue. So this shows me on that. He teaches in Milpitas. It's like a continuation school. The
wings are good. I haven't tried the tacos yet, but I'm sure they're going to be amazing.
Not good. No, it's delicious. It's not good. It's fucking bomb. Guys, is shrimp bad for cats? Because Monito me está pidiendo, but it was just on TikTok.
Let's ask Google. Can cats eat shrimp? Let's see.
Yes, they can eat it.
Yeah, in moderation.
It's seafood, dude. Well, es que se van a poner gorditos. Pero el mío ya está gordo. So déjate doy un pedacito.
Yeah, cats can safely eat shrimp.
O ¿sabes qué? Pásame una wing, ¿no? Creo que el pollo le va a gustar más.
Yeah.
Toma, mi amor. El gordito de mi gato. But, yeah, so how was that quinceañera?
It was good. It was fun. It was in March. It was my cousin's quince. I was the madrina de zapatilla.
Oh, look at you. Were they expensive?
No, they were like $30 something.
30 something?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that for you.
They're really, I have a lot of dresses that I don't wear because I never go anywhere, like anywhere. Especially like places where you need dresses. So I was just going to use a dress that I had worn to a friend's wedding like a year ago.
Yeah. Bitch, I can't even believe, like, I can't even start thinking all of our friends or, like, people we know are getting married and having babies, and I'm like, not us, bitch. We're out here being free.
God, okay.
Thank God.
Thank God. I did end up buying 2 dresses from Fashion Nova just because I was like, I kind of want something new.
Do you have pictures of them?
I bought an emerald one. And
that's
I bought
your color.
Like a rust colored one.
Oh, that's your color too.
I ended up wearing the rust colored one, the copper colored one, because The emerald one seemed more like madrina-ish. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, a little bit more formal. Yeah. No, not
señora-ish?
Like more like formal. More like you're going to a quince. But the thing was right here. Like,
but you wanted to be ratchet. I went to a club.
Nah, bitch. Both of them were. But the thing was, like, they were like popping over. Like, I needed boob tape to secure it, and I didn't have any.
Nah, she's blaming it on the dress. You have boobs. People pay for that shit.
Yeah, but they were falling out.
Show them to the fucking
No, but like
world.
the whole thing was gonna pop out. Like, it was just too much.
Yeah, I get you. It's a family party también. Like, I totally get it.
And like, you know, like also show, but it's like, no, it's hard because you also can't wear a bra with these dresses, and when you have bigger boobs, it's like, it's too much.
It's a lot of work to find.
And a lot of back pain.
I have yet to find a strapless bra that works for me.
Yeah, me too.
But okay, so I'm also a madrina for a quinceañera.
The moment of truth.
Oh yeah, try them.
They're really, really good.
Oh my god, yes.
They're bomb.
So being on keto was rough, dude, and then te tienes que poner las pilas because if you don't make good food, you're gonna crack. There's no
I think that's the hard
way.
thing is finding good food. That's keto friendly or low carb or whatever. Back in the day when I used to do diet, I don't anymore. I don't really care, but
you don't need it. You're perfect.
Yeah.
I just need to fit into a dress.
But yeah, before I think that was the main challenge is finding foods that are good and healthy.
Guess what I'm the madrina for?
For what?
Guess. Soy bien pendeja, so guess.
For music?
Oh no soy tan pendeja.
For cake?
No.
For what?
The dress.
Bitch, really? Girl, it's gonna be a couple hundred right there, like 400 or 500, no?
Mas. We already got it. So my budget was 1,000. I wasn't willing to pay more. I feel
like nowadays that's like the average budget, because back when we were quinceañeras,
más baratos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. So my budget was 1,000. Tell me why. They went to a bunch of them on their own, and fuimos como 3 or 4 places that I actually went with them, but we weren't really finding anything, because you know ball gowns are different. Quinceañera gowns are like poofy. Ball gowns are más like, they're round but not that poofy. And so you know where we went? In Tropicana, there's a new quinceañera dress shop. And so that's where we went. And it's a gorgeous dress, I'm not gonna lie.
What color is it?
It's red, of course.
Yours was red too?
Mine was red too, yes.
Mine was lime green, like a
dude,
bright ass
but
green.
it looks so pretty on you.
Thank you.
It looked like a fucking princess, dude, because yours had like, the material was like silk, right?
It was like satin. It was like satiny.
And mine, I think, was like the tulle. Do you get me?
And I kind of wanted tulle, but they didn't have I really wanted that color. I really wanted tulle because I feel like the tulle ones were more poofier. Mine wasn't as poofy as like other dresses.
Yeah.
But they had limited options for the color that I wanted.
Dude, I see.
Bright ass color.
Norma's family is a traditional ass family that has the quinceañera picture in the living room. Yeah. And so your waist looks so snatched. I was like,
that was a long time ago. 15 years ago almost.
15-year-old Norma breaking hearts out here. Did you have a bunch of chambelanes? No.
I think I only had like a couple.
I had 6. I had 6 or 7. Yeah. I think back in the day you used to have enough to make 15.
Because isn't that the traditionally? Supposedly?
Yeah.
Traditionally you're supposed to have 14 and then with you 15, right?
Yeah. Dude, I got mine for free at Medina's because we were modeling for them back in the day. They had this quinceañera expos. Bitch, I know. My first time getting on the limo was because they put a bunch of 15-year-old, 16-year-old girls in a limo to drive us to the quinceañera expo.
Yeah, I remember I went
dresses. To one of those. They were kind of fun, dude. I won a cake once, but the cake people were like super far, so we never actually got it. But it was pretty fun. I did like it, and they gave it to me for free, like based on my grades, right? Oh, but I can't imagine my parents paying $500, $600, $700 for a dress. Fuck,
it's a lot.
So entonces, when we went for the quinceañera dress for Chonchis for my little cousin, I fucking love her. She's like an amazing kid, so I was more than honored, right, to get her dress. But I had to be on my shit. I had to be strict because más de 1,000, that's rent, dude. Like,
wait,
that's rent.
How much was it?
So el dress valía creo que 1,000 o 1,100, but we were gonna get but we got a bundle and los quitaron los taxes, because you know how it is when you go to like these like smaller shops, they'll give you a deal. So los quitaron los taxes, they gave us a bundle, and they were like, okay, el ramo, la corona y el vestido y la crinolina. So tell me why I'm a hustler, dude. I told them, I'm like, let's call my brother para que sea padrino de la corona y del ramo. And of course he agreed, and so la señora lo bajó de 1,300, 1,200 to 1,100, and then I hustled my brother for $300. So entonces I paid $800 for the dress, which is still a lot. Don't get me wrong, it's still a lot. But look at me being a hustler.
Yeah. No, but that's good. I feel like things are definitely more expensive now, though. That's a lot for a dress. I feel like a lot of our traditions have expensive elements to it, because even like when you baptize,
música, dude.
Yeah, or even when you baptize, like the outfits are expensive too.
Tell me why. That's true. We don't really do baptisms, but tell me why. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, no chingues, la música es cari. There's a fly, sorry. La música es carísima. El alcohol, dude, just like beers. Just getting beers in general. And that's keeping it simple, right? What if there's people who are getting bottles?
Yeah, we would get bottles because my family likes to drink.
Yeah, and then the food. I think the food is the most expensive thing. But a part of me was like, are we going to be supporting her like this when she wants to go to college or start a small business? Yeah. And that's like the shit that irks me. Because I feel like we put so much money into like quinceañeras, but then
like parties.
Yeah, into the parties. And then the kids are gonna grow up and they're going to go to college and they need money. And nadie. Everyone's silent. Because no se van a empedar,
I want to know what? There was like a meme a couple years back too that said like, oh, we should be treating college like a quinceañera, like padrino de textbooks, padrino de comida, padrino de all this stuff, like that.
Exactly, I agree.
Because even just books are so expensive.
Mind you, we were on scholarship at Berkeley, but I'll be honest, like, todavía hay que pagar comida, todavía hay que pagar, you know, they give you some money,
you have to pay
but if you're like transportation, like taking bar and like here and there, like there's always expenses. I remember when I broke my laptop, dude, I was so screwed. So little things like that, right?
I had to fix my laptop like 3 times.
Dude, I kept on dropping laptops. I think I spilled water in one and broke 2.
I don't know what happened to mine. I'm bad with technology, but the good thing was that for Berkeley, and it was at the library, I would always check out the laptops. They had laptops that you can like check out and rent. So I would always do that. Yeah, I would always do that. That's the only way I would like, you know, because I'd be like, you need it. I'd be like months without a laptop, so that's what I did.
Back when we met, I was obsessed with having an expensive ass wedding. Now,
$1 million wedding. Like, I swear, huh?
I don't think I understood what $1 million was.
Definitely, because we were freshmen. You were like 18. But I remember when I met her, she's like, I want to have $1 million. You say that, like, no, I think I just said like $1 million wedding, but not exactly $1 million.
I don't think I understood what $1 million was.
But I specifically remember her saying, I need to make $1 million to spend it on the wedding. Like, the wedding needs to cost $1 million. And I was like, bitch,
you're psycho.
Because she even had like a PowerPoint of ideas and things that she wanted to do.
I think it was a folder, not a PowerPoint. I think it was a folder, and we would click on all the pictures.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I would show them the salon, like, and I still love that salon.
It was like Beauty and the Beast theme, right?
Yes, but classy, not tacky, classy. Because, you know, Beauty and the Beast is based in Paris, not Paris exactly, but like somewhere in France.
Yeah,
and so something like bougie, something classy, toda la cosa. It was gonna be gorgeous. It was gonna be in the SF like salon that they rent from City Hall. But back in the day, dude, valía $12,000, $13,000. Can you imagine now? That's like 8 years later. No, like 5 years later. I can only imagine that's just probably 20 grand. And this is my thing. At this point, we live in an expensive area. At this point, I prefer someone give me money so I can put into a down payment for a house. You get me? Like, it's too much.
I feel like to each their own, you know, everyone's...
Oh, for sure. If you got it like that, do it.
But like, to me, I feel like it's just one day, and other people don't see it like that. Other people are like, yeah, but you're gonna remember it, you know, you're having fun. But it's kind of like, I have to say, you know, to each their own. It just depends. But
look, if my man, I don't have a man, but if my man wants to do destination wedding, let's go, because that cuts our guests in half.
And a lot of people
half of our people are gone. And let me tell you, si me voy a gastar 20,000, I prefer to spend 20,000 somewhere in Latin America, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, anywhere, freaking an island off Mexico, instead of here, where todo se me va a ir en el salón, instead of bomb music and bomb food.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have been doing that lately. Like, a couple of my cousins have been doing that. We haven't gone. Like, they invite us, but we haven't been able to travel, but
yeah,
it is cheaper for the person actually throwing it. I feel like for the guests it's not, because you still have to get like the plane ticket, hotel, and all that stuff. But I mean, if you're close to them, you're gonna do it, you know. Like, that's the whole point, is like it makes it kind of more intimate and like
for
smaller.
Sure. If you could pick a place, where would you get married for a destination wedding? Because I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'd go. I know people will shit on me because it should probably be like Guatemala or something, or Mexico, but I'm pretty sure I'd pick Madrid or something, you know? Like specifically like the not the city, but like out in the outskirts, they have like the country. They got gorgeous hills, dude. Like their old castles are still standing, and like they kind of use them as museums. Like people go and see them. So having that shit as your background, that is gorgeous. Or maybe a vineyard. Like if I marry rich, if I marry someone who has a vineyard, let's go.
And we were just talking about this too earlier about sugar daddies.
Last time it came up too. Last time we did a mukbang.
I was just telling her that I came to this realization because I was on TikTok and there was a TikTok about like sugar baby, sugar daddies. I feel like at our age we're too old to be sugar babies, but I say that because you know I feel like most sugar daddies are looking for like 19 and 20-year-olds. And I'm not saying that we're old, you know, we're not, but I'm saying for that we might be, you know. I feel like it might be harder.
Not that we're looking, wink wink, not that we're looking, but if we were, I think we could. I'm sure
I feel like it'd be a very small pool that would. I feel like most of them are gonna be for sure like under 21 or under 22.
No, you know why I say this? Because a lot of people think, oh, the sugar daddy, sugar babies, it's all a sexual thing. I disagree. I think it's a connection. You get me?
It depends.
Okay, I think it could be both, right? And probably one more than the other. But to be honest, I think that people are lonely and they want company. They want friends. And we that are older, we're in our late 20s, I think we can contribute good conversation, you know? And like something that's stimulating. A lot of the
times they want like, they pay for pictures and like
I'll give them pictures of my toes.
My toes are ugly, so that doesn't work.
I'm dead. Like I don't wear sandals because you know, like I have a wide foot, and so I'm always like a lot of sandals are really narrow, so no me quedan bien. And aside from that, like my little toes look like little balls, dude, because they're like chunky.
I don't have toenails, so that's
wait, are you missing toenails?
My big toes, two of my big toes, the toenail fell off completely. No.
Like, is it gonna grow back?
That was like our second year in Berkeley. That was like a long time ago, and it's grown back like 3 times, but it's fallen off like so it grows back and then it falls off.
Did someone step on you real hard? Is that what happened?
No, I think it was one time at like the club. My shoes weren't fitting well, and it just like they kept hitting my toe and the heels because they were too big, and you know I didn't care. So then the next day they woke up I woke up, the toenail was purple, and then eventually they both fell off, and then it doesn't grow back the same. So every time it grows back, it falls off again.
Damn, that club fucked you up.
Yeah, and you know what,
they did you dirty.
I would get like creams and stuff from Mexico or even from here and stuff, and nothing really worked because I feel like it's not gonna work anymore.
What if
it's okay, I don't need toenails.
Extra for those toe pictures.
I mean, if you want them, you can have them.
$50 each picture, each foot.
Each toe.
You know, I had a roommate, you met her, that was a sugar baby. Every time she walked in with cash, I was like, oh, if my mom wouldn't have a heart attack, I'd be so down. Yeah, but then
I feel like we dropped the ball.
What?
I feel like I should have done that at that time, but I didn't think about it until like now.
See, my roomie, I'm not gonna say her name because we ain't gonna be shady like that. She probably doesn't give a fuck though. You know her, like ella no le importa. But I was blonde back then. She would always tell me, dude, they're gonna love you. You're smart. You're Latina. You're blonde. You got those long extensions. And I didn't. And I would peek out the window and they would pick her up or drop her off. It was old men, dude, old. But they were having like a midlife crisis or whatever because they'd be in like these bougie ass cars, like either really, really nice sports cars or something that was just like too shiny. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, oh, you just bought this. Like, you just bought this and this is expensive. Like that. Like with the fucking hood down y toda la cosa. I'm like,
I had a couple of friends too who I think like our last year of college, they were on some website too. I don't think they ever like met up with anyone or did anything. They were kind of just like testing it out and stuff. But
Geraldo almost got a sugar daddy.
Oh yeah.
So see, we're not old because Geraldo's our age. Unless.
But wasn't that years ago?
No, dude, this was like a few months ago. Unless
but it might be different. Yeah, I feel like maybe it's different though.
For the gays?
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Well, it's just the realization that I had that I feel like people prefer them younger.
Let us know what you think. I disagree. I really do. Nivi también siempre anda diciendo, oh, we're too old. We're too old.
It's not that we're old. It's just that we're old for that. You know, it's like, I don't know. I feel like tend to prefer like 19-year-olds. Thank you.
Nah, I disagree. Wait, would you ever have, if you were rich, would you have a sugar baby? Because I have a tia. Oh, shit. I have a tia who's like with the younger guy. And I straight up asked her. I straight up asked her, because I'm happy for her, you know, good for her. She's out here living, but she's out here living the J-Lo, you know, the J-Lo life. Her best life. But, tell me why, obviously everyone in the family, like, you know, is a little skeptical. I'm happy for her. My only thing is like, I straight up asked her, because, you know, I don't care. I was like, so is he your sugar baby or is he like your love? And I was shook as dude. She says it's a relationship. I was like, oh man. And de vez en cuando it happens, right? De vez en cuando. For a man that's like 10, 15 years older to be with a woman, no one bats an eye. But when it's a woman, so you know what? Fuck all these like gender norms and let my tia be happy.
Yeah.
So she's out here, you know, living her best life, and you know, if no man her age can like trap her ass, well, you know what? Go ahead with this young man.
As long as she's happy, that's
as long as she's happy, yeah, fuck yeah.
I wouldn't if I were rich. Just because I would want the money to go to me. I don't want to spend money on people.
Hola, you are a cola. I don't think I would, because I don't like young men like that. Like, even right now dating, I wouldn't date someone younger than me. I don't like younger men like that because, I mean, obvio, everyone can be cute and attractive y toda la cosa, but I want someone established. We're in a transitional time in our like life professionally. I feel like that you're either leaving entry-level jobs or you're switching careers or something. So why would I want to be with a man que me toca cuidarlo? You get me? Like, I just don't want that.
I agree.
I just don't want that.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Definitely no one younger.
Plus, you know what's funny? Like, the other day, oh shit, hay un pelo. The other day my brother went to a Warriors game. Tell me why he took a picture with the reporter, but he's like 35, 36. And I told my brother, I'm like, oh, he's cute. Give him my number. My brother's like, he's hella old for you, dude. Like, why?
No.
And I'm like, I'm 28. I'm almost 30. And my brother's like, oh, shit, I forget you're that old. I'm like, oh, fuck. But the truth is, I would probably date someone that's 35 because I'm 28. So that's a 5 to 7 year difference. Yeah. I don't think that's a big issue.
I think I've like
wink, wink. If you guys got any tios, wink, wink. If you guys got any tios, then like have them call us.
Yeah, definitely for sure older, not younger. But 35, I feel like is the perfect age. Like it's fine, you know.
They kind of, I feel like, already lived their life, and so they're ready to like be serious and start a family.
Because that's the thing, you know. People always tell me like, oh, come on, let's go out, like, and you know, it's like, or like to clubs and stuff. You know, that's not me anymore. I feel too old for that. Like, you know, everyone's different. There's people who still go out until they're older. Like, that's cool. I feel like it's just how you feel, you know? Because for me, I feel like I would do that every day. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was, like, out at the club or at a bar. And, like, I would be drinking, like, every day and having fun. And it was great. Those were the best. You know, they were, like, the best times of my life, you know, like they were really fun times, but I feel like now I get tired, you know, like I can't drink the same. I prefer to just have a coffee and stay in, and and then I don't know, it's just clubs seem so different to me now. Honestly, I'm down to go. I'm down to go, don't get me wrong. So if we're celebrating something, right? If there's like something, a bachelorette party, someone's birthday, like something. But I feel like a lot of our friends, they're cool with having a sushi date, a wine date, like paint night, like something that's like, we don't really gotta get fucked up like that. Like we can, but I feel like a lot of our friends aren't on that boat anymore. And I'm cool with that, you know? Like I will legit stay home, order food, fucking binge watch something on TV. So yeah, and I feel like even when you go to the clubs too, it's like so different now. Like you go and you're like a sardine, you know, everyone's packed in, you're all sweaty. A lot of the people are like, a lot of the guys are gonna be young. Like the last time that I went, I felt like I was, for sure, there was a lot of young people, and it's just, I'm not comfortable anymore being like squished in a crowd.
Because like, everyone in the east side got people pregnant by like 23, 25. So now there's only young people, you get me? Like the only people that are single. But nah, dude, not like that. But
that's just, my cousins still like to drink and stuff and go party. Like, I'll go drink with them maybe. But
we'll have a drink. Don't get us wrong. But I just, I can't remember the last time I like blacked out. I just can't, dude. I do. You can't remember it? Was it recent?
No, it was years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, mine was years ago también. But like in recent years, right? I think probably like our trip to New Orleans, I got drunk. Like we got drunk there. Like we were drinking there. But we were on vacation. We were on vacation having fun.
It was a trip. New. No.
But yeah, no.
And because I feel like I'd rather do that right now. I'm not traveling or anything, but I feel like I'd rather like spend my money and my time traveling than going out to
sure.
bars and
Me
stuff.
too.
Especially because I feel like I haven't traveled as much as I've wanted to. You know?
Oh my god. Okay. If we could go tomorrow, where would you want to go?
I think Peru or Cuba or Colombia.
Oh shit.
But before, when I was working, I'm not working right now. I'm a caregiver for my dad. But before, when I was working in the computers, when it was slow, I would be like looking like, you know, like different things, like trying different things. And I think Peru would be so much fun because there's so many different like places to go and like things to see. Well, everywhere. I've always wanted like
somewhere in Latin America, just fucking explore.
When I was in undergrad, since I did Latin American studies, that was one of my goals too, was to go to every country in Latin America. I don't know if that will ever happen, but that was
I think it will. We're young.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You're not here saying we're too old, but we're young.
No, we are, but I don't know. You just never know, you know?
Yeah. One of my friends, two of my friends just went on sabbatical, like their work after 5 years gives them like a month, I think, or 3 weeks. Tell me why my friend spent like 3-4 weeks in Ecuador and then she went to El Salvador, and then I was like, oh shit, like she's living her best life. The other one went to Colombia and she posted amazing pictures. I fucking loved it. But yeah, she did go to Ecuador.
I would love to go to Colombia.
Yeah,
anywhere in Latin America, but I think maybe like Peru or Cuba first. But Cuba is also might be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, if I could pick anywhere, I think I'd do Thailand, because I really want to go bathe the elephants and just like they have bomb food. You get me?
Oh, want to know where else too that I keep sending you to is Zanzibar or Tanzania.
When she sent it to me,
there's like a place where you can go swim with turtles. And everything just looks amazing. The water, like the beaches, the water's so clear and like beautiful.
No, that was beautiful when she sent it to me. But I'm like, Tanzania, is that in Africa? Like, where is that? So we looked
at would be more expensive because it is further away, obviously.
Well, no, I think if we did that, like, then we have to do like a month, because we could travel into Europe and Africa borders.
I would want to go to the Middle East too, like Turkey and Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
I've been watching a lot of Turkish novelas, so I feel like Turkey would be fun too.
Tell me why my mom watches them también.
Because they put them in the Spanish.
They
put them in Spanish and they put them.
And they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Ooh, Middle Eastern people are, they're beautiful. And you know what? Because there's so much influence, like the Middle East with Spain, and then Spain with like Latin America. There's a lot of Latinos that will look Middle Eastern, or Middle Easterns that look Latinos, like vice versa. But yeah, they're definitely handsome.
I'm just going based off the novelas, but
yeah, based off the novelas. Like, we don't know shit about the culture or anything like that. That would be like, oh my god, we gotta go there. Pero yeah, I think Tanzania would be gorgeous, because I don't think it's hyped up like that. Like, I feel like people don't know about it like that. Like, people will swear about Bora Bora, or you know, they'll go somewhere in Mexico.
Actually, that seems fun too. Like the Maldives, even though I can't swim, like the bungalows that are on top of the water, that seems so nice and relaxing.
Dude, I heard they're like 10 or 15,000 a night.
They're expensive.
Something like that.
They're expensive, yeah. Jamaica seems cool too, like the Caribbean, the DR.
I think the issue with the islands, or like even Bora Bora or anything, is that they have to import everything in, right? Like, that's why I hear Hawaii is expensive. But I wanted to show you like dessert. So we have mangoneadas. Do you want to like bring them over here? But last time we were texting, Norma was like, I'm craving peach rings. So I brought her some peach rings.
So sweet.
And then we got some mangoneadas. And then have you had the gummy bears at Trader Joe's? These are fucking bomb, dude. So I got you a bag.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
organic. Wow.
Yes, sabes. But so yeah, so since we can't have a sugar daddy ni nada, like, you know, we're out here working, we're like doing our thing, like, you know, helping with family, working, like doing different things that we're not rich like that. So we're out here gonna become businesswomen. And so tell me why. I haven't told you guys. I don't know if I should tell them in this video or make a separate video, but I've been fucking around with clay, and so my business is gonna be something with that. Maybe I should insert some pictures, just like to show them in like video. But you know, I've been working on that. Some of them are coming out cute. Like, some of them are coming out really cute. So I'm like, I think I would sell them for like 10 bucks a pop. Nivi was a little shady because she's like, oh, pues $5. I told my mom. My mom flipped because ya metí como $500, you know, like buying material, and like I'm playing around with the clay, so I'm like figuring it out. My mom's like, dile a ella que todo se lo vas a vender a ella. Because I told my mom, like, oh, le voy a regalar like 3 pairs a Nibi, you know, like my friends, right? Because I want people to give me constructive. Bless you.
Thank you. Okay, good.
I'm gonna gift some of the earrings because I want people to give me constructive criticism, you know. So entonces my mom's like, your bestie gets 1 pair, and I'm like, the shade.
But want to know what?
What?
I feel like sometimes when you see like things online or like small businesses and you're like, damn, those prices are expensive, and they are, but it, you know, it takes a lot of time and you spend a lot of money on materials sometimes, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize that, because I also like knit and crochet, and I have a Etsy page that I haven't added things to yet in like years, but I'm trying to like start it up again, and that's what we were like talking about, going to pop-ups and trying to sell our the things that we make. But you know, like some things are really fast to make, but like the materials are expensive, or like even if the material is cheap, it might take like a really long time to make something, you know? Like that's a lot of your time. Like
Norma was trying to do the crochet tops, which are gorgeous, but they're gonna take a long time. So in my head, I was like, I went to a pop-up where they were selling knitted keychains, and so I showed her one. Ahorita se las enseño. It's a little spam, and I paid $20 for that. And Nibi, because she also crochets, her and her sisters all crochet. And Nibi's like, ¿sabes qué? If people are able to pop 3 of those out an hour, then it's worth it for you, because then that's $60 an hour, right? Like, nunca te van a poder pagar tu tiempo, because it's a shit ton of time. But if we're out here being fucking creative, why not make some money on the side, you know? So I think we're gonna go out there and go to pop-ups, and there's one, they have it at Belleza. They have like garden at the Flea. I think it's 2 separate ones, and then San Jose pop-ups también tienen. And so what I like about San Jose pop-ups, they line it up with Heyday. Do you get me? And so I feel like that's smart, because they know que la gente va a gastar un poquito más. But they're pricey, dude. Did you look at the screenshots that I sent you? It was, I think for Friday night and for Saturday, it's $225 for 1 spot, and you can share it. But I was like, oh, that's a lot. So entonces what I think I'm gonna do is, like, we should go look, right? Like, we should go see it, and because what if Friday night's not popping like that? Why would we pay $225 for 1 day? Son 125.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we should do, right? That like we just go Saturday.
Yeah.
And we split the booth. Yeah. We're gonna be going out and checking out the pop-up, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Because we could also go to the regular pulga. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm trying to only go once a month. I'm trying to be bougie like that, right? But I don't know. I guess we could also go every Sunday and just try it out, or we could go once a month. Like, what were your thoughts on that?
I think once a month sounds good, just because sometimes, like, I don't know when I'll be like available, you know. And then, you know, for right now, we can try it out. Maybe like if we do good, we can go more often. I feel like maybe we should just test it out first. But I think once a month sounds good.
Okay, but so what are you specifically gonna be making? Are you gonna like make the little animals?
Yeah, so like little like stuffed animals. I have a whole bunch of headbands. Even though like it might be a little too hot for that. But probably headbands too. Yeah, I'm still like deciding, because I can make a lot of things. It just, you know, depends on how.
Like the time.
But it's also my mom. My mom can like sew and knit a lot and crochet a lot faster than I can. And she makes the cute baby ones, huh? Yeah, we have probably like baby clothes too.
You know what she should do? She should take measurements of like, maybe not Valentina because she's small, but like maybe.
Oh yeah, the dogs. Oh yeah, she made Simba a little sweater when he was.
Because let me tell you, these people going to pop-ups, they will pay for their pets' clothing because they don't got kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it. We would pay for a dog sweater, a cat sweater,
like doggy blanket. Well, because my mom made a sweater for our first dog that we had, and then when I got my second dog, I was like, oh, that's messed up. How are you making a sweater for Simba and not for Valentina? Those are my dog's names. And then she, instead of making a sweater, she just made her like a little blanket. And then for Maddie, we haven't made her anything yet. But she came like at a time where we had a lot less time. But my sister-in-law for Christmas asked for a blanket for her dog because she got her a new dog bed. So like dog blankets are a lot faster. Like you can do those pretty fast because they're smaller. Well, for small dogs anyway. We have small dogs. Yeah. So it's a lot faster because I mean you make them little. Yeah. Doggy sweaters and doggy blankets. You know, sure.
I will order a sweater from Monito, even though he doesn't wear shit. He has a whole basket full of clothing.
Oh, my dogs do too.
No se pone nada, dude. I'm having trouble naming my business, and because I don't, okay, I'm just gonna straight up say it, and then later when we do the pop-up, I'll do another video announcing my brand new business. But I've been playing around with clay, so I've been making clay earrings. I want to make clay necklaces and clay rings también, but I want to expand out of that, you get me? Because my dad goes to Mexico once a week, and so I want him to bring me like mugs and bolsas and just like jewelry from there and whatnot. Like, I don't want it to just be clay. So I'm struggling a little bit to come up with a name, but then yesterday I was thinking about it, and I'm gonna be making earrings que tienen sunflowers, right? Girasoles. And so I was like, what if I named it Dos Girasoles? Because I think that'd be pretty. It has to be something that sounds good, right?
That sounds nice. I like it.
I kind of like Dos Girasoles. And you know what? Because I was telling my mom this morning and she really liked it. Because I told her it would represent me and her. Because we went to go change coins for her. Like, she had a big old jar of coins and I had a little bit. So we put them together.
My mom always has a whole bunch too. Yeah, and I always have a little bit.
We went to the little machine at Cardenas, and tell me why. She looked at me. This was like back in February when I was watching videos, just watching videos. I hadn't started playing with clay. It was like 70 or 80 bucks, right? She looked at me. My mom is such a good person. Que when she had her money, she turned to me and she said, I'm gonna give this to you so you can start your clay business. And that shit fucking touched my heart. I did not take it. I didn't take it. I was like, don't worry, mom, I got it. Like, I can put my money into it, no te preocupes. But the fact that she was being so sweet and so kind, I don't think she was assuming I didn't have any money. I think she was just like, I want to contribute. Do you get me? Which is so sweet of her. And so I thought those girasoles would be nice, right? Because then I'm like showing love to her, and then it's me and her. But then I was like, wait, I have a sister. Like, se me olvida, you know? And then I was like, should I call it tres girasoles? But no, but
she's too far away.
She's hella far, and my sister doesn't even know I'm like playing with clay, or I don't think she knows. But my mom looked at me and she's like, Dos girasoles sounds better. I'm like, dang, you're fake.
True. She's far away.
But the issue is, there's a lot of things on Instagram called Dos Girasoles. Like, Dos Girasoles Photography, Dos Girasoles Shop. Like, there's a bunch of things. There wasn't any with clay, though. So I wouldn't feel shady about taking someone's, like, clay shop name. Because I think for Instagram, I could call it Dos Girasoles Clay. But then, like, the actual name of it would be just Dos Girasoles. Like, when I make, like, little cards, or, like, I stamp the little paper donde van a estar los earrings. But I don't know. What do you think? Like, I think it's cute.
I really like that name.
Oh my god, thank you.
Like
I was in the restroom yet, and I just sat there. I'm like, I need to come up with a name. And you know, there's some really cute names out there. Like, there's a bunch of girls out there and guys with their clay shops. Some of them are called Clay Bay. There's one that I really like. That's handful of clay. There's one called Clay and Claridad.
Well, that was nice.
It's so pretty, right? So I was trying to come up with a combo. If you guys can help me come up with the name,
I feel like
let
I'm
me
so
know.
into this. I'm just like looking.
Just comment down below. I'll fucking give you 1, 2, 3 pairs of earrings if you can come up with a better name than Dos Girasoles. The ice cream man's out there and I want one. We got the mangorianas though. Sorry, we're filming. I've struggled so much to come up with a name because every time.
What about something with Quetzal?
Okay, I thought that también, right? Quetzal is the national bird of Guatemala. But I can't think of anything that would shorten it to make it cute and, like, you know? Because I think it doesn't even have to relate to clay like that. It can just be a name, right? But Quetzal seems a little long. And I don't know if I would call it Quetzal Clay. Or I don't think it pops the way Dos Girasoles does.
I really like Dos Girasoles.
I like it too. And if I take that name, then I can draw out 2 sunflowers and intertwine them and send that to the people that make stamps and the people that
business cards.
Emboss and business cards. And I think it could be a whole vibe. And not to throw shade, but a lot of the people that had Dos Girasoles on Instagram, their pictures, they weren't even posting. They've had years of not posting, and I was like, I could tell, right? I mean, 1, you can see the date, but 2, the picture quality. Like, nowadays, our phones are better than cameras. And so I was looking at their pictures, and I'm like, do you think they would give me their Instagram name? But I don't know if they would, because sometimes people want to charge you, right? They want you to pay, like, si les vas a dar el nombre. There's a few other ones that I thought of, but then, because we're in the Bay, so I thought Clay Bay would be cute, or Clay Baby, or something like. But there's so many clay bays out there that and those are specific to clay. So I'm like, nah, like, is that shady, like, doing that? but like, so I wanted something with flor too, like flowers in general. Maybe like, I told my mom, but this sounds too much like a novela. Flor de Barro or like clay heart.
Nice.
Clay heart is already taken, but nothing in Spanish is taken. Flor de Barro, do you like it?
Yeah, that one's nice.
Do you like it more than those girasoles?
They're kind of the same. Right now they're kind of the same, but I really like that one. Like if you decide not to do those girasoles because there's too many of that, I really like Flor de Barro as the second.
That I came up with all on my own. I also came up with those girasoles all on my own because I'm actually I ordered some little plastic things to make sunflower clay earrings. And I was like, I really like how sunflowers look. Like, they're fucking gorgeous. And they turn towards the sun, right? So I just think they're just pretty in general. Don't you have some in your fucking backyard?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So entonces, but Flor de Barro, my mom looked at me and I'm like, it's tu novela, huh? And she's like, yeah, tu novela. Like, it just sounds like, what's that fucking novela? Like Mariposa de Barrio or something like that? That's what it gives me vibes of. But Flor de Barro could be cool too, because people will be like, why Barro? I'm like, oh, they're clay earrings, you know? If you guys can come up with something, please let us know. Please. Yeah. Do you think you could come up with something?
With a name?
Help me decide a name. Wait, do you guys have a name?
Yeah, because I started with an Etsy page. So for Etsy, this was like years ago. A long time ago. I just did crochet earrings. I did like crochet flowers and I made them into earrings. I only made like a couple. And I only sold like 3 pairs. But and then I kind of like gave up for a while. But it's called Loose Creations Boutique.
I love Creations Boutique. You didn't just stop at Creations.
Because I feel like on Etsy they had like, you had to put something. I don't know if you had to or like that was just the suggestions that it had on there when you were like choosing a name. But that was the name that was available. Like, because I feel like a lot of things weren't available. So it was kind of like finding a username. So I did the Etsy one first. So that's what was available. I created that. And then when I made the Instagram, I just did the same name.
Are you going to be selling on Etsy también? Because I know there's some drama right now because Etsy hiked the prices and so people are protesting y todo. But like we said, the pop-ups are expensive. The regular pula isn't expensive. My parents still saw at the pula. My mom was saying Capital, I think, is 25 bucks an espacio or 35. I can't remember. But you need a permit after you go twice. So I could just pull a permit and we can just use mine. But at the pop-ups, I don't know if you need the permit or not. But they're expensive. Like, imagine paying 35 at Capital Flea Market. But then you go to the Belleza pop-up one and you're paying fucking 125 for one day.
Yeah,
y si no vendes nada?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's what my mom was saying. She's like, if you guys don't sell shit, you just lost your whole day and $125. So that's why we have to test it out. But there's one coming up for Friday the 13th. They're doing it Friday and Saturday. So maybe we could check that one out so we can get an idea. Because, girl, we are trying to pop off in June, right? We said June, right?
Yeah.
Like mid-June, I think we're trying to go. And like try our luck and get rich out there, and you know.
If not, we'll find a sugar daddy out there.
You know, like the older I get, the more I'm like, oh, I get it.
The more we get a sugar daddy.
For reals. The more que, you know, like people will hate on them. People will hate on people with OnlyFans and shit. And if you were making that type of money, you wouldn't be hating. If your girl were on OnlyFans and she was bringing in 50,000, 80,000, like every month or every other month, you would not be hating. So have several seats, be quiet. I can't do it because they'll fire me from my job probably. Did you hear about that teacher that got fired for having an OnlyFans account? What? Yeah. Why are you being shady and stalkers? How much time do you have on your hands that you're out here like looking up the teacher's name? I mean, she was really pretty, so I'm sure the kids' parents were like out here like stalking her Instagram y toda la cosa.
Stalking her social media.
And people promote on their social media. But I was just like, well then pay them more. Pay them more so she doesn't have to. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe she was just doing it for fun or whatever. But I hope she popped off on OnlyFans because she, you know, people go to school for a long time to become a teacher and then boom, she got fired. So I don't know. Did you have other stuff to add, or do you think this is good?
I think this is good.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, we talked a lot.
We did talk a lot.
Remember the first time you're like, oh, I don't know if we'll have enough material, and we had like a whole bunch of...
We had like an hour of... But I feel like last time we filmed the mukbang, one, it was a different camera, right? Like,
well, this is the third
quality,
time.
No, I think this is our second time. Is it our third one?
It's our third. The first one was Popeyes when we came back from New Orleans.
Oh, shit.
And then the sushi bake.
We did. Okay, I'm gonna link them all below. This is our third one.
Yeah, this is our third one.
But you know what? It's because you like them. Like, we love food. We love the cheese man. We like to talk.
This is what we do. We just eat it and cheese man. Like, the only difference is we have a camera filming us.
Yes, exactly. So, but yeah, it was fun. Look at us. And it was a healthy meal, right? I mean, aside from the dessert. But like,
it was very healthy and very good.
Just
because it's healthy doesn't mean it can't be good.
Bitch, thank you. I don't think I've told them, but I lost 10.5 pounds.
Oh, that's good.
So I
think I've gained like 10 pounds.
Bitch is fine. You look gorgeous, but I need to fit into a dress. So I think I need 5 more pounds, maybe 10. But this is the thing. I'm gonna be transparent. It's taking me forever because I am trying to be healthy about it. Like, I don't want to lie or be sketchy and say, oh yeah, take this tea, or oh, starve. No. Don't be doing that shit because you never know how your body will react. Like, did you hear about Kim Kardashian losing 16 pounds in like 2-3 weeks to fit into a dress? This is my thing with that. I don't like hating on women. I really don't. But my issue that irks me, like, oh, it pissed me off so much, is that she has a huge platform. How are you gonna go and say something like that? That I think she took away carbs, right? I'm sure she did other things, right? Maybe they deflated her nalgas. I don't know what they did.
But I had heard they did that like since before. That she was like taking her BBL out and stuff.
Okay, maybe.
That's what I had heard. Everyone's like, oh, the BBL era is over because a lot of the celebrities were like deflating it.
Or sucking it out, whatever it is.
Whatever, however you do it.
My issue is that that promotion of like the fast, nothing comes fast. It took you a while to gain that weight. It's gonna take you a while to fucking lose it. So I just want to be clear. If you guys are interested, I think when I lose another 10, I'll like post a video. But it's like legit, we all know how to do it. It's just a matter of being consistent, right? Like ahorita, I'm sleeping more. I sleep 8 to 9 hours a day, and I make sure I'm fucking chugging water all day. And I only eat when I'm hungry. If I'm not hungry, me espero until I'm fucking hungry. So I think those are like, we all know that shit. We just choose not to do it. You get me? So, but it takes forever. It takes forever. Mind you, maybe si tuviéramos a sugar daddy, maybe I'd be like, let's go to fucking TJ and like, let's do this, X, Y, and Z. But we don't got money like that. And even if we did,
it's a lot of risk.
It's a lot of risk.
It's still surgery.
I ain't trying to die like that. And I could put that money to better use, you get me? At that point, let me just go to fucking Louis Vuitton and blow 6 grand. Like, I wouldn't, I don't know, dude.
I feel like maybe minor procedures, like I was always interested in doing Kybella.
Oh, Rachel did this. Yeah, Rachel did this.
But the where they do the injection, so like you have to keep going back, so it is expensive, and like you have to keep doing it for a couple of months.
Don't get me wrong. I want Botox. I want filler. What I'm talking about is surgeries where you go under.
That's what I'm saying.
That
like that's
minimal. Scary.
Like I'd be more open to or more down to do that because it's minimal. Like doing like actual surgery, especially BBL. Supposedly that's like the highest mortality rate for like all the
imagine te mueres because you're trying to get nalgas, not girl, because that's the type of shit you can build. Chichis, I get it, you can build the chichis, at least that I know of. You can, but like a booty, you can build it. Like you just gotta eat more protein and like work out and stuff. And I get it takes forever and it's hard, like trust me girl, I get it. But I don't have a good pain tolerance. I just couldn't do it, and I just don't want to dish out that money tampoco. I really cannot.
I feel like, I don't know, I wouldn't be down. It's also a long recovery time, so you're missing out. Like, you know, you're gonna have to take a lot of time off too to just recover. Dude,
this is how we are. We were gonna end the video and everything was good, and then we started like going into another.
But if you're down for surgery, go ahead and
yes. If you want your big old boobies,
whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes you happy, get that nose job, whatever you want. I'm just saying, for me specifically, the ones that people have either told me about or people assume I want are the weight loss ones. But it's at one, I'm happy and I'm beautiful, so chill. Have several things.
Maybe like 360 lipo because they take it out of everywhere, like your back, your arms, See, ideally I would want that, but I feel like I wouldn't be down like for the post-op and all that stuff, you know. That's just me though. But right now,
anything that like you really want, go do it. I'm just saying, for me personally, I had my old hairstylist. She's obviously not my hairstylist no more. Tell me why. I was celebrating a birthday a few years ago. She sends me a drink, and when I go say thank you, she got work done, right? This woman has the audacity to send me a drink, and then when I go say thank you, she's like, well, you know, as you can see, I got some work done. Like, they took out a lot of weight. I can give you my doctor's number so like they can do the same to you. How dare she? Oh, I was livid.
What'd you tell her?
I stared at her because I was so shocked. I was like, no. And then I think I just walked away.
Like, bitch, I want to be fat.
I am happy being like this. And obvio, you know, for health and whatever, like, I do want to lose some weight, but no one should ever, like, be commenting about that shit, right? Like, did no one raise you? Like who raised you? Do you not have manners? Like, no.
And I always tell my mom that because she's always telling me, like, you know, you're fat, like, you need to lose weight, you need to diet, you need to do this, we need to, like, exercise and do this. I'm like, I'm done with all that. I used to, like, want to and, like, try to do exercise and try to diet. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I want to eat my hot Cheetos.
With her fucking tapatio.
But I don't as much anymore because they hurt my stomach.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point.
I hate getting older and everything. I can't eat like bread.
I was gonna say I can't eat like I used to, but then I'm just eating like a whole bunch right now. But this is
protein heavy. I mean, aside from the mangonera and the peach rings, it was all very, very protein heavy and low carb.
Yeah.
So, and you know, like, we had less than a glass of wine. Like, we're not out here chugging the whole bottle like back in the day. You get me? Like, our bodies change y toda la cosa. But tell me why it's the closest people to us, dude. Because my dad también has gone off on me a few times. Me and my dad twice stopped talking for, like, I think the first time, like, 8 or 9 months. And then the second time, probably 6 or 7 months. Because people will think that they have the fucking right to go tell you something and I
feel like that's a Latino thing though, because everyone will always come and tell you. For
sure, yeah. Like, your body. I used to have a meme friend, like, and you know, it's interesting, and they know, I'm sure they don't mind, but my coworker, su novio, we know each other from high school, but he's older than me, so I didn't, like, know him closely. I just knew of him. Tell me why. We were really cool, like, just sending each other funny memes y todo. Then he had the fucking, I don't know, he was delusional because he was out here telling me something about my weight, and un día se pasó. You get me? Like, he went too far. He crossed the line, and I'm like, we can't be friends no more. But, like, we had a falling out because maybe he was trying to be helpful, but he wasn't being helpful. And so I think a lot of the times, some people are shady, right? And they're just being, like, rude. But sometimes they come from a place where they're trying to help. They just don't know how to say it or what. Pero stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, because I'm not out here telling anyone. If they're too skinny, I ain't telling them anything. If they're borrachos, I'm not telling them shit.
Mind your business.
Yes.
Always.
Unless your fucking bestie is in an abusive ass toxic relationship, then go drag her. Go drag her out of that shit. But other than that, stay in your lane. But yeah, we were talking a lot, so we're gonna end the video here. We hope you guys liked it. Did you have fun?
I did, yes.
Yay! So you guys have seen Norma a few times here. We can do more mukbangs. We can do different challenges. Just let us know. Comment down below. But I feel like it's nice to bring people on. You get me? Because it, like, switches shit up a little bit. So yeah. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe. We passed 2,000. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah.
We passed 2,000.
My sister watches your videos a lot. To be honest, I don't as much. She watches them a lot more than I do.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Even if you don't watch it, play it in the background while you're over there doing something. YouTube's still gonna pay me. They've already given me 2 checks, so we're waiting. They were a little bit, dude. I think the first one was like 110, and the second one was $100.
But
so,
you know, it's the start. It's a start. You know, that's how you start.
Yeah. So I mean, the day I can make, I think good side money is what I would consider 500 to 1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Do you get me? That I'd be like, oh, it's a side hustle.
Yeah.
Ahorita it's just a passion, pero ahí vamos. You know, we're gonna keep on going. But yeah, I'm only gonna be posting once a week now. So just remember that. Solo los domingos, but every Sunday we'll have new videos. Thank you so much for watching. And I was gonna end the video, but you're not deep in.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.